Hi, my name is Brian King, and I serve as Mobilization Minister with Cedar Ridge Christian Church in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. And man, our story is that for a long time we were really not making an impact on our community in the area of lostness. And we just see people in the community who were far from God, and sometimes they were showing up at our church, but they really weren't. And at the same time, our people, they had a desire to go and to share the good news with others, but they really didn't know how to do it. And we really want to see that happen. And at the same time, we also wanted to see people from our church mobilized not only to their local communities, but also to the nation, specifically South Asia. And so it's just been an incredible couple of years, the things that God has begun to do. And it's been awesome how E3 has been walking alongside us and helping us through this. And it kind of began with the 3-touch training of rolling out just some simple gospel conversation tools to train our people to have gospel conversations with folks. And then what would you do after they wanted to follow Christ to be able to help them begin to grow in their relationship with God, and even to start communities of other believers in the community and to plant churches in the community. And so it's been really awesome. And then through that, one of the things we talked about before this whole journey was we said, wouldn't it be awesome if the way we were making disciples in Tulsa would be like we would be training our people to go and make disciples on the other side of the world and plant churches on the other side of the world. And it's really kind of this, just this idea that we had, but really God was preparing that, because today that's exactly what's happening. As we kind of fast forward and people from our church have been involved in the community, we've actually taken folks who have shown interest in going to the other side of the world, and we've started a residency program, again with the help of E3 partners, just for folks who want to take this seriously. They want to reach the lost in their local communities, in their neighborhoods. And then there's some folks, over half, we have about 13 folks that are in that residency program, and they're actually wanting to go overseas to South Asia and to labor there long term. And our hope is that 50 would go in the next 10 years long term. And so we're laboring towards that, but E3's been helping us with that. And so we're super excited about some of the things that God's doing through that. And then this last summer, just this summer, we were able to see our youth group go over to South Asia and to really implement 4 fields. And it was incredible what God did. Some of these students, they had some exposure to some of the gospel conversation training. Some of them had not had much, but God did some incredible things. In fact, they were able to share the gospel with over 800 people, and they saw like 345, 350 folks that made decisions to follow Christ, professions of faith, and some 25 plus churches that were started just by some youth from Oklahoma. And through that, man, we're having conversations with some of the people on that trip who are considering going long term as well. And we're just super excited what God's doing. A couple of years ago, not how can we get our people involved? How can we get them, just to take steps out into the community? And as we take steps of obedience, God is just honoring that. And so just in the last year, we've seen the gospel sown some 1,800 plus times. And we're just super excited about that. I don't know. I mean, our church has been around for 40 years. I don't know if the gospel has been sown by our people that many times in those other years that we've been in existence. So just super exciting. And then to watch people come to know Jesus and to be baptized and to see those numbers go up as well. And so, I mean, out of the harvest, probably some 30 people who have come to faith and who've been baptized, and our people have been doing the baptizing, and super exciting. Some of those have taken place inside the church. They've shown up at the church to do the baptism. Some have taken place out in the harvest and pools and in lakes and things like that. And then just other ways that God has been using our people inside the Legacy Church as well as they've been equipped with these tools. And we are so grateful for all that the folks at E3 Partners walking alongside us and helping us. And so just looking forward to what God continues to do through this.